Hi, and welcome back to Broken Shield, the Accountability Project. We believe you will enjoy the story today, so buckle up. What a wild ride it's been in Jefferson County, West Virginia. You think local politics is boring? You haven't been paying attention to the drama that unfolded here. We're talking about a county government held hostage, commissioners removed from office, and a political saga that reads like a TV show script. Today, we're diving deep into the Jefferson County scandal at what happened, to what was involved, and what the fallout looks like now. In 2026, let's rewind to 2023. The Jefferson County Commission, 5-member board, found itself in a deadlock. Two commissioners, Jennifer Krouse and Tricia Jackson, were unhappy with the process to fill a vacant seat. They felt the candidates weren't true conservatives. So what did they do? They just stopped showing up. Between September and November 2023, they missed 7 straight meetings. Now, you might think, so what? They skipped a few meetings. But here's the catch. Under West Virginia law, a 5-member commission needs 3 members present for a quorum. Without a quorum, no official business can happen. And by intentionally staying away, Krouse and Jackson effectively paralyzed the entire county government. They even posted on Facebook, admitting they were denying a quorum to extract concessions from the commission president. This wasn't just a protest. It was a strategy. The consequences were immediate and severe. The commission couldn't approve bills. They couldn't hire county employees, leaving crucial positions like 911 dispatchers vacant. Emergency services contracts couldn't be renewed. The county's computer security contracts were left stalled, exposing the government to cyber attacks. Local builders had their construction projects halted because subdivision bonds couldn't be approved. Even families trying to settle estates were stuck in limbo. For over 2 months, the basic functions of Jefferson County government ground to a halt. This led to a major legal battle. A 3-judge panel was convened to hear the case, and in May 2024, they delivered a scathing rebuke. Their ruling stated that Krouse and Jackson had weaponized their deliberate and intentional refusal to attend meetings, prioritizing their own agendas over the needs of the citizens. The court ordered their immediate removal from office, a landmark decision that was later upheld by the West Virginia Supreme Court. This case literally redefined what willful neglect of duty means for an elected official in the state. But the drama didn't end there. Just days before her final removal, Jennifer Krouse made a bizarre political move. She switched her voter registration from Republican to the Mountain Party, a left-leaning affiliate of the Green Party. Why? Because state law requires a vacant seat to be filled by someone from the same political party. By switching, she tried to force the commission to appoint a Mountain Party member, effectively blocking another Republican from taking her place. It was a last-ditch effort to control the outcome, but ultimately, the commission appointed temporary replacements. And by the end of 2025, the board had finally stabilized under new leadership. On top of the civil removal, there were criminal charges. The state police charged both women with 42 misdemeanors each, including conspiracy and failure to perform official duties. After a year-long battle, in November 2024, they accepted a plea deal. They pleaded no contest to a single misdemeanor count of failure to perform official duties. The other 41 charges were dropped. The penalty? $50 fine each, plus court costs. After all that chaos, it came down to a fine of about $231. So, with Krouse and Jackson gone, you'd think things would calm down, right? Well, not exactly. The new commission, led by President Pasha Majdi, has faced its own set of controversies, mainly centered around transparency. In March 2025, the commission voted to remove the requirement to advertise open positions for county boards in local newspapers and on the county website. Critics immediately jumped on this, calling it a step backward for government transparency. Why make it harder for the public to know about these opportunities? Then, in July 2025, came the Development Authority purge. The commission abruptly fired all 15 volunteer members of the Jefferson County Development Authority. There was no advance notice, no public hearing, just a clean sweep. Former delegates described the move as rude and arrogant, suggesting the commission was being run like a private club instead of a public body. It was a move that shocked many in the community and raised serious questions about the new commission's approach to governance. As we moved into 2026, the focus shifted from political infighting to the practical challenges facing the county. In a recent interview, Commission President Pasha Majdi emphasized a move towards steady leadership and professionalism. After the turmoil of the previous years, the new commission is focused on getting things done. One of their first big wins was providing cost of living adjustments and merit increases for county employees, first in years aimed at boosting morale and stability. But the biggest challenge on their plate now is the infrastructure crisis, specifically with ambulance services. Majdi pointed out a huge disconnect. While the towns and cities within the county approve about 80% of new housing developments, the county commission is the one legally on the hook for providing the ambulance services those new residents need. The towns get the tax revenue from new homes, but the county bears the cost of the increased emergency calls. This has put a massive financial strain on the county. Response times in rural areas have climbed as high as 15 minutes, which is double the national standard. The commission is now pushing for new laws that would require municipalities to factor in the cost of emergency services when they approve new developments. They call it putting skin in the game. They've also started the process of hiring a new emergency services agency director to tackle this problem head-on. Another interesting issue is what Majdi calls the secret sales law. The county has old buildings it wants to sell, but state law forces them to use public auctions. Majdi argues this is a terrible system. An auction just goes to the highest bidder, who might do anything with the property. The commission wants to use a request for proposal or RFP process. This would let them choose a buyer, not just based on price, but on who has the best plan for developing the property in a way that benefits downtown Charlestown. But for now, their hands are tied by state law. A previous plan for a new $90 million government complex was scrapped. Instead, they purchased existing high-tech buildings from the American public university system. Finally, there's still legal drama. A major development project known as Sidewinder is currently tied up in court. The commission had been fighting it on environmental grounds, but the case took a turn and became about complex zoning theories. Majdi called the lower court's decision a fumble on the goal line. The county has appealed, and the case is now waiting to be heard by the West Virginia Supreme Court. So, from a government held hostage by its own members to a new administration grappling with transparency, infrastructure, and legacy legal battles, Jefferson County's story is far from over. It's a powerful reminder that local government matters, and that the decisions made in these meetings have real-world consequences for everyone in the community. The drama may have subsided, but the work of rebuilding trust and solving deep-seated problems is just beginning. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next video.